I'm Jaime Vergara Hincapie. I'm from Florencia, Caquetá, Colombia. I'm economist with a specialization in finance management, and I have a master's degree in urban and regional planning. And in this moment, I'm studying a PhD in economic science into the research line to economic development in National University in Colombia. I'm interested in to analyze the land distribution and what is the better way to measure the phenomena that characterize it. That is the concentration and the fractionation of the property, and how these phenomena conditions the social development, the economic development. I take the region of Caquetá like a story case, because this is a region that have a special configuration of the land distribution. This region is in the south of the Colombia, and was a region that have a historical process to colonize it, management for the government, and there are in the same time concentration, big sites, property, and there are two small properties near to the urban areas that don't have the good site to explode like agrarian production, yes? And I would like to present in my research an spatial approach to understand and help to solve this problem. I believe that the agrarian problems related with the use and the owner of the land is the main problem in my country. I think that the challenge, because this problem generate social conflicts and economic conflict between groups of the people, individuals, people, to claim for the access, for a better way to access to the land. Then in this sense, I believe that the main problem in the conflict environmental is the over-exploitation of the land, because when you have small size of the land, you over-exploitation this resource, and for the other hand, there are conflicts between groups for the concentration problems. I hope that my research I will contribute to solving the historical problem of land contribution distribution. Initially, to measure well the phenomena of the concentration and fractionation from an spatial approach, and then understand the best way to make a social ordering of the property. This is a historical moment in Colombia, because with the new elected government, the possibility of change this structure is open, or let's reduce the traditional inequality structures with a huge inequality. This inequality don't have an economic or technical reasons to prevail it. Then I hope that I contribute in this challenge. I find that the traditional index, like Gini and others, index in the economic science, is not a good way to measure the land property distribution because don't consider the location of the properties. Is equal if all big properties is concentrated in a region and is distributed in the space equal. Then in this moment, the index of Gini consider a small property near of Bogota and a biggest property in Meta or Caquetá or another region with very different characteristics in the soils and the possibilities to the land production. Then I find that is not the way, the good way to measure these phenomena. I have a special hypothesis that is the main part of the inequality in this index is related with the far properties. Yes, far. Then is not with way idea try to reduce the index because there are different agrarian structures. I hope that contribute with my thesis increase the understand the phenomena of the concentration and the fractionation. I think that the effort to reduce the inequality to access to land should be focused in particular areas and regions in Colombia, not in all the country, because it's not possible. Not necessary. No, it's not necessary because they don't have related the property with the generate to the money or income. There are many areas in Colombia don't have used the land. The land is unproductive. That is the big problem in our country. I find index spatial Gini. A professor in California, Berkeley, have a very interested propose related with the spatial index Gini that include this segregation phenomena. If you consider the spatial location, the phenomenon of the inequality maybe is not that the historical we understand, because it's very common to say that Colombia is a country with a high inequality. It's true, but this inequality is not general. It's especially in special areas and regions. Yes, then like we have this historical opportunity with the new government. I hope that the efforts and the actions to change the structure should be concentrated in these areas. Maybe use the spatial Gini index